Hello, I was just doing an appraisal for a client and I figured what a good time to show you at home how we do an appraisal. Now we use three methods. First one is the comparative market analysis. So basically we're comparing what's on the market or what's been sold recently in the market to your house. We're looking for things with similar bedrooms, bathrooms, similar land size and similar features. What I like to do is I like to add a few that are more expensive than the house I'm looking at, a few that are cheaper than the house I'm looking at, and a couple at the price level that we're looking at. This gives you a good idea of what houses are selling for more and what features they have, what houses are selling for less and what features they don't have, and what houses have fairly similar features, fairly similar location that are selling. The second method I use is a replacement cost. So you can get rough numbers on how much it costs to build a certain house. So for example, your run-of-the-mill houses might be about $2,000 to $2,300 per square meter, sometimes a little bit less, sometimes a little bit more. Your more expensive luxury type houses can be anywhere from $2,500 to $4,000 per square meter. So basically you multiply the floor plan by that replacement cost and that gives you a number. So let's just do it here. I'll bring my calculator up. So let's say we've got a basic run-of-the-mill house. It's got a 190 square meter floor plan. We times that by, let's go with the average build cost, let's say around $1,700 per square meter for your run-of-the-mill stuff. That brings you to a build cost of $323,000. Then what we would do is we would then find a piece of land in the same location, similar size. We'd add the replacement cost to build with the land cost, put those together. Now you'll have to factor in things like depreciation because we're talking about a new build, and you'll have to factor in other features that are or aren't there. For example, landscaping, it may have been done. A new build doesn't factor in your landscaping or anything like that. The third approach is just a percentage increase. So this usually works if the property sold within the last 5 years, because we can just look at the market growth. So say something sold for, let's go $550,000. Let's say we've had a market increase in the past 5 years of, well, some places it's crazy, but let's just use a 35% increase. So plus 35%. That brings our $550,000 up to $742,000. Now, if all three converge, I like to call that the trifecta. So basically our comparative market analysis says one thing, our replacement cost has verified that by coming up with a similar figure, and then our percentage increase method has also confirmed that by coming up with a similar figure. Our job as real estate agents is to justify price to a buyer. Now, if you've got three different methods, all spitting out a similar price, it's very hard to deny that as a buyer when a real estate agent says that, hey, the price is $750,000, they want to offer $720,000. You've really got to hit them with the data and say, look, at that price, I'll buy the property because I'm getting a $50,000 discount, $30,000 discount, whatever it is. So this is why it's so important to have the data and not just one string of data, because you might go out with just the replacement cost method and then someone says, well, I just saw this sell down the road for X amount of dollars. And you're saying, I can't get that. Or you might just go out with a comparative market analysis and there's not a lot of comparables, but you haven't done the replacement cost method as well. So you're going out with very few comparable sales, which doesn't instill a lot of confidence in a seller, especially if they need to sell and they want to get a certain price. They need that reassurance to put that on the market. And this is how you do it with three method approach. So if you're chasing a good appraisal, call us 0457 545 214. That's Liam from Mandurah City Real Estate. I would love to come out and help.